Happy Easter, and this is part 11 of Horizon Forbidden West. I'm gonna actually focus more on the side quests. Yeah, for today, I'm gonna actually focus on side quests today. Side quests and all the other good stuff. Because honestly, I just don't want to be rushing the game too much. Because, I mean, to be completely honest, I'm not that far along. I'm not that far from actually just going to the Zenith because I gotta. Okay, what it is that I gotta do this. So what else I gotta do? I gotta do this. I gotta go get the alpha clear. No, I gotta go get the alpha clearance. After that, I gotta go. Um, after getting the alpha clearance, yeah, after getting the alpha clearance, we're gonna go to Gemini. That's where what where Varl dies. Varl's gonna die, and then it's gonna be like then yeah. I just like got like three more main quests, so I'm not going to speed it. Like I want to do this as fast as possible, but it's not bad to just slow the fuck down. So we're gonna focus on main. No, we're gonna uh focus on little things now. The side quests. Make sure that all of my stuff is all together. Let's actually talk to
I know that. That's just I hear about you going west.
Turns out we need one last thing before we can grab Hephaestus.
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
let's actually talk to everybody because I haven't done that. Oh my god.
Still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of...
Let me actually start a party chat so just in case some people just wanna hop on. Open.
I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time.
Aloy
Anything happen
doesn't
I
drink.
should know about?
Actually,
Zoe asked
bro,
us to help her bring more plants in here. Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. Metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
bro, you gonna have Zoe kick your ass again.
How are things with Kotallo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I asked if it'd be interested in playing a game of Strike. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna have to talk to Cthulhu later.
So Talana came by the base?
Yeah, more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
Yeah.
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff, in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
It sounds like you're getting used to that focus.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something.
I mean, if it's orange, you hit it. If it's a liquid, you hit. No. If it's
and the other
orange liquid, you hit it with fire. Yeah. If it's like, bro, it's
hammer, which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Make myself useful.
Like, I already got
give
this.
it time.
Green liquid is acid. No, green. I'm like, bro, it's not that hard.
You've been looking at any interesting data?
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back, and she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports. Turns out the old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another. Are you mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
Bro, I could just imagine him actually watching like a NBA game or a NFL game, just like, oh yeah. Like, I could just imagine that.
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
I'm just gonna say, y'all Oseram are a bunch of idiots. Like, y'all are the smartest fucking idiots. Like, who does that?
What else have you been studying with your focus?
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Merlin guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
Maybe I should check up on them at some point. Just in case.
Right.
Yeah, I probably should go.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things. Thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both.
Nemesis.
I need to get going.
I think I know the answer, but are you sure you don't need any help? Gaia mentioned this other tribe you found, the Quen. They sound like a nasty bunch.
I can handle them. In the meantime, Varl will help you get ready for what comes next.
Take care of yourself.
Bruh, no, she should have brought somebody because that was absolutely hilarious. Now, I'm not even gonna spoil what's gonna happen.
Aloy, you're here.
It was just hilarious.
The Quen already?
Not yet.
After all the trouble you went through getting those subfunctions, seems unfair you have to deal with these Quen on your own too.
It's safer this way. They think I'm Sobek, or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt they'll be so kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know if you need anything before you go.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
Did Kotallo find his way here?
Zoe picked out a room for him. He's kept to himself for the most part.
He's not much of a talker.
So I've noticed. Tried paying my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready.
Bro, I got a lot of shit.
How's handling your focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe and Erend tried to beat each other up.
What?
Erend made some jokes about the Utaru, called them twigs or something like that. So she challenged him to a sparring match. Turns out that Utaru speed is a pretty good match for Oseram brawn. Things ended in a stalemate. Now they spar once in a while to see if they can break it.
Well, let me know how it goes. Anything new with you?
Erend tried to convince me to help him build a... what did he call it? A drum set? But I'm pretty sure Zoe would kill him if it got any noisier around here.
Those two are having a hard time getting along, huh?
They're both stubborn, but they mean well. I'm sure they'll warm up to each other eventually.
Is there anything you need from me before I go?
Not unless you can somehow make me or Erend better at that Tenakth board game, Strike. Now that Kotallo started playing, I don't like our odds.
I'm surprised he agreed to play.
Someone might have told him Erend helped defeat the Mad Sun King. He got friendlier after that. Still doesn't talk much, but he'll sit down for a game whenever he can.
You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro. How he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work. How's, training with Zoe?
You know we really are training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying
You gotta
yourselves.
remember that.
We're learning a lot.
Because
I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
only if you knew.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time.
Oh my god, I still
I
got
hope
stuff
Zoe's
to
not upset
say.
I'm distracting you from your training.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that.
What do you mean? What happened?
Before Zoe found a way to fix the land gods, I suggested that when Gaia was fully restored, she could just make new ones.
Well, once we get Hephaestus, that's definitely a possibility.
That's what I said, but I guess there was something about my tone she didn't like. She got pretty raw, said I didn't understand the way her tribe feels about those machines. Which is true, of course, and the last thing I'd ever want to do is dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
Did you talk to Zoe after your fight?
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission ahead?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that everything's about to change. We'll get Gaia, and she'll help us set things right. No more zeniths, no more derangement. It'll be a different world. I welcome it, but I wonder how the Nora will react. And the Carja, and well, everyone.
Let's just focus on fixing Gaia for now.
You're right. We've got an angry AI to take down.
If I get Omega clearance, and then we grab Hephaestus, we might finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him.
No, he was
Not
actually
with everything
also
I
in
have
the
to do.
Forbidden West.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
Am I done talking to everybody?
I'll be in
Okay.
touch if I need anything.
We'll be ready. Everyone's been briefed on the pulse generators as well.
Good.
Alright, let me talk to Zoe. Zoe.
Aloy, I hear you're going further west past the
Do you know anything about the area?
Only hearsay. The Utaru tell stories of an island that lies beyond the western coast. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers there that touch the sky, so they could live far away from the earth that bore them. As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do.
Oh, before I forget, I'd like to
No,
discuss the land gods
businesses.
again, if you have time.
No, yeah.
How
After I
much have you
talk
read
to
on
you.
Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one's spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him or pity him.
Pity him. Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again.
Oh my god.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice. It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with
Damn,
new
now I'm
machines
calling
when
him
Gaia
by
recovers.
name.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Aether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line. Varl looks pretty focused.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the Earth. Like a heart, beating with the life of the world. As always, the cycle can be found in even the most unlikely of places. Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explosions happen underwater.
Hey, who could blame him? Honestly, I like
assume
that too.
you've been looking into Demeter now that Gaia's merged with it?
Yes. It's been humbling to know that the seeds I carry in this pouch came in turn from the seeds saved for Demeter in the old world. It gives me hope that the cycle of life will prevail now, just as it did before.
Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes. The Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids. But Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me. Have you met Katalo yet?
Bitchin'.
Yes, but he has kept to himself. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
I really want to see that. I got my money on.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
I think Zoe would actually be.
Oh, no.
Aaron.
We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh,
That bad, huh?
why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
Oh my god.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did. Though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here. It is humbling, to say the least. And heartbreaking. That such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Yeah.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
Well, there's always Katalo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
Oh, absolutely nothing.
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
The Zeniths did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Carja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Carja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
Huh.
You said you set out to fight the Carja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Carja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Carja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
That was Mexi.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Carja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter. Any progress with your plan for the Land Gods? Is the reboot code ready?
It is. But there is difficult work ahead. Gaia warned me that because the Land Gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them?
No, we know where they are, but they're hard to reach. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the Land Gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each land god faltered. When you see them, you'll know you're close. And once again, thanks for your help.
We're not gonna let your people starve, Zoe. I promise. Well, I should get going. Hopefully I can bring back what we need to capture Hephaestus. After that, I'm gonna need everyone's help.
We'll be ready. Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need. The old ones fed off life.
From what I'm reading, all the old ones wanted to eat was this stuff called chocolate.
Huh. The door's unlocked now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Got a minute?
As many as you need.
I have to travel beyond the western coast.
To the ruins, shrouded in fog.
Yes, and I'm looking for a tribe, the Quen. I encountered them once before. They said they came from across the Great Ocean. I was hoping that Tenakth knew more about them.
There were rumors of trespassers in the area, but we thought they were just bandits. Hekarro sent out a patrol or two, but I don't recall them reporting back. We've had more pressing concerns, as you know. I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you.
It's okay. I guess I'll find out soon enough.
There is something I've been meaning to discuss with you. It's personal. If you have a moment to spare.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied to summon her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I am mistaken.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing. What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I'd be honored. What do Tenakth do to relax? You know, to take a break from training?
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, Erend, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically, hones the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus. It will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Duly noted. Anything interesting happened while I was away?
This is my favorite character.
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of the training.
Oh, I love Cthulhu.
Found anything interesting during your training?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the old world. I knew the Ten fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that. But maybe we just need fewer conflicts in the first place.
Yes, of course. Hekarro would have it so as well.
Check.
Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hekarro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Anything else you've been looking at with that focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The Old Ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds kind of gross. Found anything interesting during your training?
Gaia told me where to I knew, but it seems later, as they... At least the Tenakth have the courage... Yes.
You said there was some...
I've been speaking with Gaia. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar with old world machinery as you are. I could use your assistance.
It might be dangerous. The Zeniths probably still keep an eye on that place. We were lucky to get out of there alive the first time.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth the risk.
By the 10, we shall see it through.
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekotteh took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Carja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light, from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekotteh. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekotteh think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekotteh knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekotteh spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hekarro and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hekarro also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
What did Chief Hekarro say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best martial. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
I should get going. I've got a long road ahead.
Should you need reinforcements?
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm near the Zenith lab. We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
Thank you, Aloy.
Okay. Alright, does Beta have anything to say? Nah, I just like to actually go talk to Beta. Let's go talk to her.
I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning.
Did you want something?
Hi. I'm back.
What do you want to know?
Just want to talk.
So do you have everything you need to build the rig and pulse generators?
Gaia sent me the schematics. The designs are modest, without the capabilities of Hephaestus, but they should work. Not that it matters without a mega clearance.
Shut
I'll
the
find it.
fuck up!
Just try to have the transport ready by the time I get back. So have you been upstairs at all?
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but it's almost like he actually wants to talk to me.
Yeah, I think he does. Have you talked with anyone else in the base?
I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders.
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. I guess so. So, aside from Varl and Gaia, who else have you been talking to?
Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If the Zeniths had killed you, life on Earth would be doomed. My escape would have been for nothing.
But they didn't kill me. And thanks to Varl and Zoe, I was able to recover. You said you and Varl talk sometimes. What about?
He told me about your tribe, the Nora, and the proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving.
It does require a lot of physical training, but there are plenty of other roles besides being a hunter.
I don't think I'd be suited for any of them.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you're not a Nora, then.
God damn! No, I'm pretty sure she could have been a weapons maker. Like, alright.
What else can you tell me about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
Okay, this is basically the same fucking shit.
It's time for me to go. I'll check on you later.
Yeah, sure.
And I will put a fucking... If you was not so important, I will put a spear in your head. Be fucking dead honest.
Why is this door locked now?
Beta requested the use of that room as her personal space. I have locked it at her request.
Okay. The vault. I found a locked door behind the vent in the basement.
Hold up.
I've got to be more careful. Jensen almost caught onto my plan while we were going over the diagnostic center specs. I've got nothing against the rest of the team. It's just... I'm sure they've all got family they're gonna meet up with in Elysium. But me? couldn't even bury August. There is nothing of him left besides my memories. I won't let those blink out of existence too. The vault's for us, no one else. 11 more weeks before we lock the blueprints. Then the rest will be up to Gaia.
Wonder if that's it. Oh, looks like this device connects to that console, but it needs power.
Let me see if I can get that door unlocked. I feel like there's something. Okay, hold up. If I'm correct, it should be right over here? I'm not sure. Okay, so it's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 code. 7. I kind of want to cheat and Google it, but let's see if I can just find it out. Why is that the default that I keep on going to? Alright. Trying to see why. Okay. So there's probably other shit around here. This door was not open earlier. So let me go in here. Pry it open.
Looks like some kind of maintenance space. This leads. Power cells? Huh.
There's 2 right here.
That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
Hey, Beta. No, I'm actually doing some random shit.
Okay, that console has power now. From the looks of this data, Festus has been trying to hack into the repair.
Huh, hold up. There's one that says successful. Trying to see, just trying to see.
Doesn't look like it's been able to.
I did do some machine hunting, so let me actually do this. Oh, I didn't do enough machine hunting. Fuck you.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see. Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Far Zenith's launch facility. Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
How'd they do that?
Looks like Erend and Katalo moved their stuff in.
Trying to see if maybe there's actually a...
Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms. Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
See, going through all the rooms. I knew going through the rooms was gonna be good. Look what I found. I found this.
There's data here. Another room. What for?
Switch to a private log? Okay, so... Regional Control Center 9. Design of the facility's coming along. When Gaia finally builds it, it'll have everything it needs. Except personality. So, I'm going to sneak in my own mark. A couple of flourishes. Starting with this little tucked-away hideout. August would have gotten a kick out of it. He loved hidden passages, like the kind in old English castles. But I've got something bigger planned. My piece de resistance, if you will.
I don't know why. Okay, let me keep on doing this because I found this and I'm just gonna spin.
Train the
Bro.
body, train the mind. That's what the chief always says.
There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, What was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab.
banks.
Places,
From here,
and I have a lot of seed stock to work with.
operatives would have
My
monitored new
favorite?
crop rotations into
Sepal
the automated
626.
farmlands.
Calotropis
now known as
gigantea.
Plansol.
The crown
I
flower.
see.
We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars had turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
Oh, let me see if I
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Places gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My
Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
Okay, why did it stop? I was trying to see. I think it
I've
said...
been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Places gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sepal 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterfly.
Hold up. He said 626. 11. Okay. 11.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Places gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite?
I gotta look at it. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I think I found it out. I think I actually figured it out. Okay, so he's actually telling us. I think I figured it out. Okay, hold up.
Aloy. Aloy. Oh, boy!
God. Okay.
Poor Hades. So
The deal's off, Tilda.
Balls, dude! It started right here.
alert.
The primer node shut down. Just shut down the secondary. System shutdown's almost done. I can't do it.
What?
Hello?
All forward positions are... Time's up.
5 try. I left word. hear now the word?
Come. Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now,
let me go back.
Technology really can be an amazing thing. Yeah, until it gets a mind of its own and decides to kill it.
Alright, what was it?
This is the core from the weapon that took out that Zenith shield. Near that facility where we found Beta. Gaia said it was advanced, like Zenith's tech. How did Silence figure out how to build something like this? That looks like one of the Utaro's land gods. Like the one we killed in the sacred cave. I'm not sure I'll ever fully understand, but seeing something that represents life and prosperity turned into a weapon couldn't have been easy for Zoe.
Okay, hold up. I gotta go back and think about this. God.
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Alright. So we got... Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Because I think I figured it out. Where's,
Yeah. As like my Uncle Laurent, man didn't smile a day in his life and would box your ears if you messed with his forge.
Where's Cthulhu? Because it was in there. Okay. Okay, this one was in here.
switch to a private log? Okay, so, Regional Control Center 9. Design of the facility is coming along. When Gaia finally builds it, it'll have everything it needs. Except personality. So, I'm going to sneak in my own. I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard.
That has to be.
Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises.
Right.
Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them. I've got to be more careful. Jensen almost caught onto my plan while we were going over the diagnostic center specs. I've got nothing against the rest of the team. It's just... I'm sure they've all got family they're gonna meet up with in Elysium. But me? I couldn't even bury August. There is nothing of him left besides my memories. I won't let those blink out of existence too. The vault's for us, no one else. 11 more weeks before we lock the blueprints. Then the rest will be up to Gaia.
Alright, let me see something. 11.
The door needs a code.
9.
Maybe there's data in the facility that can help.
11, 9, 6. 2, 6. Of course. Oh my god, I think I'm on the right path. It's just something's missing. Okay, who took out the battery right here? Hold up. You actually get the batteries? No. What? Okay, is this place glitching or what? Scratch that I have.
I wonder what it's like being in space.
Bro, I really want to solve this right now. I know it's something. I think I'm on the right path. It's just...
Rebel camps laid out as visions. Incredible.
telling you, the old ones.
I think I am missing something.
I'm quite certain that it's a unique situation.
I know that.
I'd run for the hills and never look back.
Come on, I'm being serious.
So am I.
God, you know what? I'll look for it later. I'll look for it later. Next time I come in here, I will do this. I will do it. Until then, I probably, I don't know, maybe I'll treat and fucking show you guys later in the next stream. But yeah, let's actually get onto this.
Aloy, it's a long way to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Falls Edge.
Yeah, gotcha. I want to do some rebel bases. Actually, I want to do the rebel bases nearby. Hold up. Oh.
It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice. I was told I'd find one here. I should take out the leader.
That y'all dumbass machines don't understand. Get the fuck away. God.
Is hiding all you're good for?
No.
Movement! Here! I'll rip you apart! I'll destroy you!
I should check if the leader has any tags. Deal with them. Either way, I'm done here.
Here it is! I'll stop you!
I see you, Nora!
Yeah, I see you too. I wish. Oh my god, is there a way up there? I want to talk to you personally. Alright, I was gonna say there's probably no more people here, but it still gives me that icon like. Alright, let's see if I can get up there. What?
Okay,
trying to
better.
stealth.
For Regala!
I'm trying to literally figure out where you are.
This way!
Oh, you had a helmet on? Unfair. My arrow's more lethal. Oh god, this is so... What in God's name is happening over there?
You again!
Oh, hell no. No, no, no. This is personal.
The area should be safe now.
You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually do the rebel bases today. Rebel bases. Alright, you know what? Let's go to the next one. Where is it? Where is it? Oh no. I kinda go. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta use the facilities.
An old world ruin built into the cliff. I wonder what's inside. I wonder what they used all these machines for.
Alright, let's keep on going. Oh, let's actually do this, because I know there was actually
There's some kind
that.
of tunnel. I should take a look around. Those lines now. Oh, great. catch a break from this heat. Huge wall of metal. Or is it some kind of door?
There it goes.
This'll be in my stash when I need it. What does this do? I'm surprised this thing works. After all this time. Uh-oh. Door's closing. In. Let's hope there's a way out.
Or I'm going to starve to death. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be that. And there's machines in here. I heard a roar.
Spellcaster won't work on that. Maybe it can still move. This could be useful. Door's locked. Looks like it needs a key module.
It's right there. So hold that down.
Okay, now, what to do with you?
Why can I not move it?
Gotta get closer. Try again. Well, I can't expect everything to hold up in this place, I guess. How am I gonna get up there now?
I overjumped it, but I made it.
Oh, a key module. I'll find a use for you. I think I have what I need to open this door. There. What's in here? Oh. Igniter on my spear should do the trick. Huh. Looks like I'm back on the other side of the big door. Now's my chance. Hurry to get to the other side.
Wow, I had to destroy that.
It's too far away.
Now what's the problem? I am, like, really trying to figure out why can I not pull this. Bro, fuck it. I'm about to cheat this. Ah!
Here I come.
Okay, well, you can't do that.
Better move quickly.
Okay, fuck it. I'm not gonna worry about it.
A rebel outpost. Gonna have to find whoever's in charge and stop them from causing any more harm. Hey, no more sneaking around.
Hostiles!
Oh!
One cut at a time!
Cut!
Damn!
I'll tear you limb from limb! coast is clear. Let's hope it stays that way. Tugs. I should take them to do everything I can. I'll fill up all I can.
Let's go to the next one. That's Gemini. Ow. Yeah. See you deal with this.
Found you! Rush her!
Keep your discipline!
We lose her! We will not forgive!
days later, for sure. Drop them off at the Grove when I get a chance.
Had to pop my fucking elbow. That shit felt so goddamn good. Okay.
I know. As soon as I get leave, I'm heading over to train.
The visions of the Ten are renewed.
If you got medals, earn some medals. You're worthy of
That's
our
what we're here
champion.
for.
Maybe if I move this piece.
Show me your medals, champion, and I'll show you the best gear in the Clanlands. Aloy, need to turn in some tags or trade some medals? Maybe you won some from hunting grounds. Or the arena.
I found some of the tags you mentioned before.
Good. The squad mates and families of the deceased will be grateful. This is for you. As always, the tribe values your efforts.
Oh, sorry. I don't actually have any tags right now.
No problem. Let me know when you find some.
The fuck?
Good luck on the hunt.
Well, I guess I should go.
Safe travels.
Alright, I literally saw some of the best stuff that I probably would ever see. Let me actually upgrade my skills. I need to do something about machines. Alright, let's get, okay. Less damage while mounted. Ooh, I actually kind of like that. Even though I don't really... you know what? I do like to actually do some heavy stuff. Machine health. Actually, let's just read this. Okay. I'm going to completely max it out. Like, bro, when I get to the final boss, this is all going to be maxed out. So, I'm going to be like, everything will be maxed out. Like, and I don't mean like, oh, it just be maxed out where I just got everything. I mean, like, even the levels for like this stuff will be completely maxed out.
Earned any medals?
Let me see. Oh god, I actually got side quests to do. I totally forgot about this. Hold up, let me go do this right now. I'm gonna invite some people to my party chat. Because I've been sitting here for like God knows how long, just talking to myself. Ah! 2 hours now? God, I wish I had a monster right now. I honestly do not want to end the stream that early. Like, I'm gonna get in a little tired, and honestly, I hope I do not end the stream. Oh, both of them are playing Fortnite. I'll probably play with them later. Alright, let's go in here.
How do they do it? Tame them to ride.
That tower should help me pinpoint Silga's signal.
I actually got a quest.
Gotta climb up to look for Silga's signal. But where to
I hate
start?
you know that?
Bird trouble?
Damn thing's a curse. Sometimes I think being commander's a curse. That Yara's laughing at me from beyond the grave.
What's wrong?
Her stupid bird flew in yesterday with this in its beak. It's a cord that Tenakth children use to carry their training swords. Kind of thing one of our young doesn't lose, unless something bad has happened. I checked around. Turns out a kid's missing. Wandered off the day before last. Search parties turned up nothing. The clan's lost kids before, just not while I'm in charge.
Let me see that thing. There's a bit of quartz on here. It's probably sand. Some dirt, and clay with a red hue.
Sand, dirt, and red clay? I know a spot where all three meet. Just south of the settlement. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Wait, you're not just gonna send someone?
What if we need that relic of yours again? Besides, you and me rescuing a kid? The clan will eat that up.
Right, because making you look good is what's important.
Alright, after that, like... now I'm probably regretting it. Keep him alive.
Just a little climb.
Where'd I go? Oh.
Keep climbing to pinpoint that signal. Just a little higher. Almost there. Okay. Let's see if I can pick up Silga's signal.
Start one point to endure inventory. Supply drop beacon. Power. Reprieve. The note.
Well, I got more of the message, but...
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
Okay. Let me go.
This mountain. The southern face is my best bet for a climb if I want to get more of Silga's message. Just gotta look for a path.
Climb, Aloy! Climb! Not here to fuck with those. Guys, y'all are annoying as shit. Y'all are so easy to be taken out. Watch. Fire. Go up to it. No, you know what? Let's actually just do this. Be fucked up about it. Take him out. I'm trying to climb up, but it's not really giving me too many options to actually
do it. This is quite a climb. I have to get higher to try and pinpoint Silga's signal. This mountain is tall. Looks like I have company. No shots left. Still need to climb higher. Okay, now to pick up the signal. Where's the best spot?
Climb. Climb, Aloy.
I should try to find a good spot to pick up Silga's message.
Stark 142 to Enduring Victory, Reno. Supply drop beacon Echo. Paul, I'm trying to get this safely. I left a note for you inside.
There. Found the signal's origin. It's not too far from here. I just need to get to it. Bet I'll get a nice view if I glide down from here. Drone keeping watch on the biosphere. I should grab its data. But I'm not going to get it down. Have to jump onto that drone to get it down. Get a good glide in.
Oh hell no 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 no! Climb 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 climb. No no no! Don't wanna fuck with that. Don't wanna fuck with it. Don't wanna fuck with it. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out why am I not climbing up. You know what? I'm gonna stay up here. No, you can stay your ass down there. I probably should have done that. Oh, fuck. Are you serious? Where is the same fucking area? What the heck? Oh my god, Aloy. No. Are you joking?
My focus is picking up the signal that Silka found. I'll need to clear out the machines before I can look for the source. I can keep going. Fire! should scan for that signal now. See if I can locate the source. Now, how to get to you? I should take a closer look. Well, not getting in that way. I should search for another way in. Oh, that looks promising. Right, into the water. There you are. Now, what's inside?
No. I couldn't raise you via focus. I hope this gets to you. I'm the cue for the stand at the revo line. Just wanted you to know that all the bitterness is water under the bridge. I only remember the good things, and I'll think about them when the darkness comes.
Sounds like she really cared about him. Silga will want to know about this. And she'll definitely be interested in the transmitter inside that's been sending the message. might have gone quiet. Aloy! The words stopped coming from the spike. What happened? This is what was speaking to your rig. It's old world equipment used for communicating over long distances. The message must have shut off when I took it, but I heard the note the voice was talking about. What was it? During an ancient war, a woman was trying to deliver supplies to a man she knew. She wanted him to know that their past disagreements didn't matter in the big picture. That she'd be thinking of him when the end came. Oh. I guess she and I are kin, of a sort. I wish I could give my brother a message like that. Tell him that I forgave him. He would have wanted that. I know. This man, the old one, did he ever hear the message? I don't think so. I guess that's often the way of it then. But still, with the power of that device you found, the sender had hope that he might have heard it. What a feat! To send messages near and far. Can I keep this? It's a treasure. Of course. Thank you. Sometimes people don't ever get to hear what they should. But with this thing, maybe I can get them talking to one another. From Mainspring, all the way to who knows where. Hey, I found a few more things in the supply cache. Might be able to make something out of them. Can I use your workbench? Sure. Yeah, right over there. Anytime, Aloy. It's all yours. I think I know just what to do with these parts. Well, that turned out well. Can't wait to try it.
I want to actually